la fête des sciences. C'est la fête des sciences.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Loïc, je suis en Toury et je suis un élève de la 3e B.
Donc moi c'est Matéo, Matéo Sautier, je suis un élève de 3e B.
Je m'appelle Lina, je suis une élève de 4e A.
Donc aujourd'hui nous sommes devant l'atelier aux paysages et roches. Nous allons voir sur quoi porte cet atelier.
Vous le faites souvent ça? C'est à quelle période?
On le fait plusieurs fois dans l'année. Tous les 3 mois aussi.
Cela permet de connaître la profondeur de la nappe et surtout de suivre son évolution.
Alors qu'est-ce qu'on voit sur cette figure ici? Ici, là, qu'est-ce que vous pouvez m'expliquer? Dis-moi.
On voit que le niveau de la nappe, elle augmente en hiver.
Bonjour, donc nous sommes là pour Radio Récré et on voudrait savoir quel est votre métier et une petite présentation s'il vous plaît.
Alors je m'appelle Tristan Ibrahim, je suis papa d'un petit Victor ici au CFBL. Moi je travaille pour le ministère de l'Environnement anglais. Je travaille sur des problématiques de biosécurité, mais aujourd'hui je suis venu parler d'hydrogéologie, parce que je suis hydrogéologue de formation, donc je m'occupais de tout ce qui était les eaux souterraines et la pollution des eaux souterraines. Je faisais de la recherche avant de joindre le ministère de l'Environnement ici à Londres.
Votre sujet, quel est le sujet de votre atelier?
Alors l'atelier, on essaye justement, on a commencé à parler du cycle de l'eau. On regarde un peu plus en détail, on discute des aquifères, des eaux souterraines, et ensuite on va faire 3 petites expériences pour essayer de mesurer des contaminants, des polluants dans les eaux, et essayer de voir comment l'eau s'infiltre dans différents types de sols.
Merci, bonne journée. Bonjour, j'aimerais savoir en quoi l'eau est importante.
Bonjour, alors c'est un honneur pour moi de parler à Radio Récré. Et donc l'eau est importante pour l'être humain et pour chaque être vivant sur Terre, car elle permet de boire, de se laver, de s'hydrater, aussi de créer des objets, comme en industrie et en agriculture. Merci, au revoir.
Merci. Bonne journée, au revoir.
C'est la fête des sciences.
Nous voilà maintenant dans la salle Arithmetic Challenge, allons voir. Donc bonjour, nous sommes là pour Radio Récré, on pourrait interroger un d'entre vous s'il vous plaît. Ok, donc quelle est cette activité que vous êtes en train de faire?
On est en train d'essayer de faire un carré magique pour que chaque nombre soit égal à 11 ou 13 ou 15 et que les colonnes s'ajoutent ensemble face à notre nombre.
Ah bah d'accord, merci beaucoup. Donc là c'est Radio Récré, on aimerait poser une question à un d'entre vous pour savoir ce que vous pensez de l'activité.
On apprend beaucoup de choses. Chaque jour est une toute nouvelle expérience pour nous.
Et quel est le sujet de cette activité?
Les nombres premiers avec le théorème de Sophie Germain.
Et ça vous plaît?
Vraiment.
Quel est le théorème de Sophie Germain?
Si x puissance 5 plus y puissance 5 plus z puissance 5 égale 0, alors l'un des nombres relatifs x, y, z est divisible par 5.
Ok, merci beaucoup, bonne journée. Donc bonjour, nous sommes ici pour Radio Récré, pouvez-vous vous présenter s'il vous plaît?
Bonjour, je suis Rama Marie ou professeure de mathématiques.
Et en quoi consiste votre atelier?
Alors, aujourd'hui, notre atelier qui s'appelle Défi mathématiques 4e, 3e consiste en la proposition de 6 petits îlots qui permettent de revisiter le calcul littéral, l'arithmétique, la géométrie dans l'espace et donc de relever ces défis avec des petites énigmes qu'il faut résoudre.
Merci beaucoup, bonne journée.
C'est la fête des sciences.
Hello, welcome to Radio Recré. My name is Lina.
Hello, my name is Matéo.
Hello, my name is Loïc. So, can you introduce yourself, please?
Sure. My name's Danielle Purkiss. I'm here from the University College London research group called the Plastic Waste Innovation Hub.
So my name is Charnett and I'm also from the UCL Plastic Waste Innovation Hub as well.
Can you tell us what UCL means, please?
UCL stands for University College London. It's the university just down the road from here in Euston.
So in what consists your workshop today?
So today, Charnett and I are going to talk a lot of rubbish. We're just going to talk a lot of rubbish because we're really interested in plastic waste. And as a couple of researchers, we're really interested to talk to you a little bit more about what plastics are, how we feel about plastics, how we use plastics, but also how and why it's important to think about plastics in a system. So the way that you use them, the way that you maybe throw them away, and maybe the way that they get recycled or reused again.
Do you have any solution to replace plastic?
So as a hub, we don't think plastic is the ultimate evil. So as a hub, we're thinking more it's the system that actually that we use it in. So the reason why there's plastic waste is because we're not recycling it enough, maybe, or we're disposing it incorrectly, which is why it's end up in the environment, maybe in landfill or in incineration when it's not efficient. So, and even now we got biodegradable plastic, and even though people are saying that it will biodegrade and it'll be very environmentally friendly, we don't have a system to dispose of it, which is why it's bad. So ultimately plastic is a very valuable material where we actually use it for a variety of different things. So I wouldn't say...
What could you do as a teenager to help recycle plastic?
That's a really good question. So what we think is really important for not only teenagers, but people just generally, we should think about using less. So why we buy things and why we buy more things which have materials or packaging that you need to throw away. If we reduce the amount that we need to buy and therefore throw away, then you're helping a lot with the issue of plastic waste. The other thing is if people could reuse more of these materials. So instead of having a disposable coffee cup or a disposable bottle of water, if you try and use a reusable alternative, so something that might be a stronger hard-wearing plastic or something that could be stainless steel or another material, then that bottle or that coffee cup could get used more times, and therefore you reduce the amount of alternative plastic waste that you'd make. And then I think that the sort of last thing on this scale is just thinking about the material choice. So if you have a choice as someone who goes to the shop and you buy things, or you go to the supermarket and you buy something, you have a lot of power in making choices about what you buy and what it's made out of. So just trying to encourage your colleagues, all the other pupils, your family members, to try and think about this when they're going out and buying things. It would be really important to reduce the amount of plastic waste there is out there.
Recently, New York stopped a plastic bag. For it's a good idea, or no? New York stopped plastic bag. For you, it's a good idea, or no?
So I'm a chemical engineer and I specialize in environmental analysis. So in terms of switching out on banning plastic bags, whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, it really depends what you're using instead of the plastic bag. So a lot of people are replacing, say, plastic bag with paper bag. And when we manufacture something, because plastic is so light, it's actually quite easy to make, and it's less energy intensive or less water intensive than say paper bag. So it depends what you're replacing it with to say whether it's good or bad. Ultimately, in terms of being able to recycle bags, paper bags is people do that, and it's less likely to replace or recycle plastic bags. So it depends what you're ultimately thinking is better. So if you want to reduce plastic waste, then of course taking away plastic bag is a good thing. But if you're looking at, say, climate change or other environmental issues, then it might not be the best thing. So for us as a hub, we're trying to find a balance in terms of how to reduce it, but making sure that everything else is still not that bad in terms of for the environment.
There's a really interesting fact we heard about recently, and it's about the amount of times, the number of times you have to use a cotton shopping bag to be of the same environmental impact as a plastic bag. So unfortunately, because cotton takes a lot of water and has a lot of other impacts, and it's a little bit heavier in lots of cases than plastic alternatives, you'd have to use your cotton bag about 100 times in order to have the same environmental impact as a plastic bag. So you can see with the case of New York, banning plastic bags, people still will need to carry things around because we go shopping and we need to pick things up. So thinking about the knock-on impact of something like that is really important. And I think for teenagers and your generation to think about the systems that these decisions happen in is really important. So if swapping out a plastic bag to a cotton bag has unseen environmental impacts, perhaps we need to think about sort of assessing whether or not the plastic bag is the problem, or is it the problem that plastic bag gets into the environment, and therefore we need some better waste collection measures rather than just banning plastics altogether.
Thank you very much for answering the questions. Have a good day.
Thank you very much for having us.
C'est la fête des sciences.